Hello students, welcome to today's maths class. So dear 8th class students, we are continuing our square roots and cube roots chapter, which is our 6th chapter, square roots and cube roots. So in the beginning we are doing square roots only. After completing the square roots related exercises, we go to the cube root problems. So in this, we are in the exercise 6.3. We are in exercise 6.3. All of you open your textbook, students, 6.3. So I explained how to find the square. Of course, finding the square you studied in the lower classes also. And finding the square root. So we discussed two methods. I explained two methods. One is converting the given number into prime factors. So prime, after getting the factors, we can find its square root. Second method is division method. That also I explained, and in this exercise, almost all first question 5 bits division method, finding the square root by division method I explained, and in the second question also all 4 bits we completed. So I hope you may be perfect in finding the square roots. Next, few theory problems are there, theory problems. So I will explain them. See here, students. See, suppose x is equal to 9. Suppose say x is 9. What is x square? X square means 9 square. So x square is equal to 9 square is 9 into 9, 81. Now, suppose you got an equation x square is equal to 81. The question is, you have to find this x value. X square is equal to 81, you have to find this x value. If x square is 81, how to find the x value? That is called, to find the x value, that means we are removing the square here. Whenever we remove the square, right side we will get square root. X square is 81 means, if you want x, remove the square, you will get square root of 81. Root 81 is 9 square, so this is 9. Square root of any number, we studied the process. Division method and factorizing method, directly also few numbers we can directly also tell. So this is the process. See here, students, suppose x square is equal to 64. Then what is x? X is equal to, if you remove the square, right side will get square root 64. 64 is 8 eights are. So 8 into 8. 8 square. Square root cancel, 8 answer. Like this. So that means if x square value is given, you can find x value. For that, if you remove the square on the left side, right side you will get a square root. So that process we are going to apply now. So students, open your textbooks. This is page number 138 in this old book actually. So the page numbers may be different from edition to edition. This is the old edition actually, 138 page number. Students, so we completed first and second. Now I am solving the fourth one. Find the length of the side of the square whose area is 4489. See here. Let side of the square is equal to S. Let us take the side of the square as S. Side of the square is equal to S. Then what is the area? What is the area of square formula? S square. What is the area of square formula? Area of square. Side into side. If side is S, area will be S square. So side is S square. Area is equal to S square. But area is given. Area is 4489. What is area of square formula? S square. This is our formula for area. But area is given 4489. That is given. Now the question is, if S square is equal to 4489, what is S? What is S? Whenever we are removing the square, right side will get a square root. If you remove the square, right side will get a square root. Or you can express the right side in the form of square. Square, square, same. We can equate the bases. Like that also you can do. So, this is the standard method because in higher classes you use this method only. Whenever square is removed, right side will get a root. How to find the square root of 4489? Many examples I gave and many problems we solved how to find the square root. Division method. How two numbers we should make it as a pair from the right side. One pair. Like that. Two numbers at a pair. Two numbers a pair, two numbers a pair. Now, take a number here, multiply with same number, we have to get at most 44. So not more than 44. It may be just less than 44, but not more than. 6 6 are 36. 7 7 the 49. 49 is greater. 49 is greater than 44. So take two numbers as a pair. These two, next these two. So first take the first pair. Take a number, multiply with the same, so that we have to get 44 or less than 44, not more than, nearest to 44. 7 7 the 49 is greater, so 6 6 the 36. Subtraction. Students, subtract. This is 8, 89. This is 44 minus 6 is 8. So remaining pair 89 you should take. Next step is take another pair. Next step is add these two. 6 plus 6, 12. Adding 6 plus 6, 12. Now write a number here. Multiply same number. We have to get 889. If you write 2, multiply with 2. 2 2s are 4. So we won't get 9. 9 is possible only 3 3s are 9, 7 7s are, also we will get 9 in the last digit. So 3 if we take, 3 3s are 9, 3 2s are 6, 3 1s are 3. We are not getting 889. So not 3 is not wrong. 7 let us try. 7 7s are 49, 4, 7 2s are 14 plus 4 18, 1 7 8. So write 7 and multiply with 7. What? See, 6 plus 6 is 12. Write a number here, multiply same number. So if we are writing 7 and multiplying 7, so that 7 7 is 49. So 127 into 7, 889. So what number I took? 7. So now subtraction, this is 0. So therefore, square root of 4489 is 67 answer. 67. We can write units also. So this question is in square centimeters. This is in square centimeters. So side will be in centimeters. Sides, length, breadth and all the dimensions will be in centimeters. Area will be in square units like that. So 67 centimeters is correct. How we calculated the square root for this? By division method. 67 is the answer. Right. I'm solving fifth problem, students. Fifth one. Fifth one. A gardener wishes to plant 8 to 9 plants in the form of a square and found that there were 9 plants left. See here, students. The gardener is planting the trees. Number of trees and number of rows are same. Suppose if there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. So each row he is planting 5 trees only. If there are 6 rows, there are 6 trees in each. So there are, suppose we don't know how many rows are there. Let x rows. Then each will have x trees. If there are x rows, let us assume that there are x rows. So each row will have x trees. Total how many trees? X into x square trees. Because if there are 5 trees in each row, there are 5 rows. So total number of trees will be 5 into 5, 25 trees, like that. So total trees is, see here, let number of rows. See the question. How many plants were planted in each row? Number of rows is equal to x. Then number of trees in each row is x only, because if the number of trees in each row is same as number of rows. If there are x rows, then number of trees in each row will be x only. See here, students. Let the number of rows, how many rows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let the number of rows be x. Each row will have x trees. So total number of trees. Total number of trees is equal to total number of trees planted is equal to x into x, which is nothing but x square. Total number of trees will be x square. So how many trees are planted? X square trees. So because x rows, each row x trees. Each row x trees. Total number of trees will be x into x square trees. But number of trees planted are, see how many trees we have? 8,249 trees. 8,249 trees. In that 9 plants are left. So in this, 8 plants are left. 8 plants are left. Only 8, we have total 8,249 trees, but not all are planted. 8 plants are remained. Left. They are not planted. How many remaining planted? 8,249 minus 841. 8,241 trees only planted. Number of trees planted. But number of trees planted is equal to, why I am subtracting 8? Actually I have 8,249 trees, but after planting 8 trees are left. They are not useful. They are left. Because we are number of rows and number of columns, we completed the square. So after completing the square, 8 trees are left. So that means how many trees are planted? But number of trees planted is equal to 8,249 minus 8. Only 849. Therefore, our number of trees is x square. This is equal to 8,241. We want x. When we remove the square, right side we will get root. 8,241 square root. That is the answer. Find the square root for 8,241. So how to find the square root? You know, students. You know how to find the square root. 8241. How to find the square root? Take two numbers as a pair. Pair. Two numbers as a pair. These two as a pair, these two as a pair. Tell a number here, multiply with same number, we have to get at most 82, near to 82. So 9 9s are 81. 1 remainder 41. Sorry, 8289. 8289. 8289. Textbook, in the textbook it is 8289. Okay. 9 nines are 81. 2 minus 1 is 1. We have taken the next pair, 81. Next pair. Now what is the next step? 9 plus 9 is 18. 9 plus 9 is 18. Write a number here, multiply with same number to get 181. So write 1 here, multiply with 1, so that 181. Write 1 and multiply with 1. 1 into 181 is 181. So 181 minus 181 0. What number I took here? 1. So square root of 8281 is 91. Like this. So there may be, let us assume that let number of rows is equal to x. Number of trees in each row is also x, because number of trees are equal. So then now total number of trees planted will be x square. But how many trees are planted? It is given in the problem. Actually we have 8,249 trees, but in that 8 are not planted, they are left over. So only 8,291. 81. So 8289 minus 8, 8281. So then x square is equal to 8281. X is equal to root of this. So find the square root of this number. Finally we are getting 91 answer. Right. Students, next read the third question. Third question. Read and understand it. Now see here. Then find the least number that should be subtracted. Find the least number that should be subtracted from 4000 to make it a perfect square. To make it a perfect square. See here, student. See, what are the, suppose I will give some examples. Perfect squares. So 4 is a perfect square because 2 square is 4. 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, 5 square is 25, 6 square is 36, 7 square is 49, 8 square is 64, 9 square is 81, 10 square is 100, 11 square is 121, 12 square is 144, 13 square is 169, 14 square is 196, 15 square is 225, 16 square is 256. Like that we know the square. These are all square numbers. Perfect squares. This is a perfect square because 16 square, 16 into 16 is 256. like this. Suppose if we have 260, we have 260. What should be subtracted from it to make it a perfect square? Actually, perfect square is 256. 260 is not a perfect square. If you square any number, you won't get 260. If you square any number, you won't get 260. So, if 4 is subtracted, we will get 256. Then it is a perfect square because 16 square is 256. So, what should be subtracted to make it as a perfect square? So, this is a small number because we know I explained it as an example. But for this, so we don't know what is the procedure. So, it is not a perfect square. Something should be removed. 260 is not a perfect square. If 4 is removed, it is 256. 256 is a perfect square. That is the concept. So, how to do? Division method only. Finding the square root by division method only. See here students, don't write. 4000 I am finding the square root. I am finding the square root for 4000. See. How to find the square root? Take two numbers as a pair. Two numbers pair, two numbers pair. Two numbers as a pair. First we take the two numbers. We write a number, multiply with same number, we have to get near to 40. 40 or less, just less than 40. 7 7 the 49. 49 is greater. 6 6 the 36. 6 6 the 36. Next, take a number here. Take first step is take two as a pair. These two as a pair, these two as a pair from the right side. That is first step. Second step is take a number here, multiply with same number. We have to get near to this. 6 6 is 36. This is the second step. Third step is subtract. That 40 minus 36 is 4. Fourth step is take the pair. Fifth step is add these two. 6 plus 6 12. Next step is write a number here, multiply with same number, we have to get this. But it is not a perfect square. It is not a perfect square. We won't get exactly 400, but near to 400. Just in and around 400. That again it depends on whether number should be subtracted or should be added. So if number should be subtracted, so then write a number here and multiply with same number so that we have to get a less than this. See here. Less than 400. Three threes are 9, 3 twos are 6, 3 ones are 3. 11. First time we got the remainder. Because it is not a perfect square. It is in the question itself it is given. Sorry, not 11. This is how much? 31. 400 minus 369 is 31. We won't get, in all the previous problems we got remainder 0. So that was the answer. But now here it is already given that it is not a perfect square. It is not a perfect square. We should subtract something. So if we subtract something, then it becomes a perfect square. So what should be? We got 31 extra. 31 extra. If there is no, if remainder 0 means, if this is 31 less, for example, if this is 3,969, suppose if this number is like this, then there is a perfect square for this. We will get the remainder 0. So that means this is not a perfect square, because if remainder is 0, it is a perfect square, but remainder is not 0. So we got 31 remainder. That means 31 should be subtracted from this. If you subtract 31, then it becomes 3,969. It will have a perfect square. This is a perfect square. So it will have a root, square root. So therefore, when something is to be subtracted, so you find that you take the number less than it. Something is to be subtracted, take the number less than it. Something is to be added, so take the number greater than it. Next number you take. Next number, that means 4 fours are like that. So here we got 31 as a remainder. So since remainder is equal to 31, hence 31 should be subtracted from given number. Subtracted from given number to make it a perfect square. If it is 31 is less, then remainder would have become 0, no? So if it is 0, it is a perfect square. So remainder is 31, hence 31 should be subtracted from the given number to make it a perfect square. So remainder should be 0 actually. Remainder 0 means what should be subtracted from this 31? 31 is subtracted. 31 minus 31 is 0. So like this, to make the remainder 0, we have to subtract 31. To make the remainder 0, subtract 31. What should be subtracted? So 31 should be subtracted. To make it as a perfect square, 31 should be subtracted. So that remainder will be 0. Then it is a perfect square. We got remainder here. How to make